Giannis Antetokounmpo's journey to becoming an NBA champion is one of the most inspiring stories in the world of sports. It is the story of a boy who started with nothing, faced endless struggles, and rose to the very top of basketball. Today, Giannis is a global superstar, but his path was filled with challenges that shaped him into the player and person he is now. Giannis was born in December 1994 in Athens, Greece. His parents had migrated from Nigeria, hoping to build a better future. But life in Greece was far from easy for them. As immigrants, they had very few opportunities, and the family lived in extreme poverty. Giannis and his brothers often had to help their parents by selling sunglasses, handbags, and small goods on the streets of Athens just to earn enough money for food. Sometimes there wasn't even enough to eat 3 meals a day, and they shared whatever little they had. Growing up, Giannis did not even have Greek citizenship for many years, which meant he was excluded from several opportunities. Despite living in Greece, he was treated as an outsider. These struggles could have broken him, but instead, they fueled his determination. Basketball soon became his escape, a place where he could dream beyond his reality. When Giannis first started playing basketball as a teenager, he was tall and skinny but not very strong. He didn't even have proper shoes. Sometimes he and his brother had to share the same pair, taking turns in practice. But what he lacked in resources, he made up for with passion and hard work. Coaches quickly noticed his unique athletic ability, long arms, and relentless energy. Even though he was raw, they saw something special. In 2013, his life changed forever. At just 18 years old, Giannis declared for the NBA draft. Many people doubted him, saying he was too skinny and inexperienced. Still, the Milwaukee Bucks saw potential and selected him with the 15th overall pick. When Giannis arrived in America, everything was new and overwhelming. He barely spoke English, he missed his family, and he had to adjust to a completely different culture. But instead of giving up, he worked harder than ever. In his early years in the NBA, Giannis was far from the star we know today. He was clumsy, lacked confidence, and often struggled against stronger players. But Giannis was different from many young athletes. He was obsessed with improvement. Every offseason, he added new skills to his game. He transformed his body, hitting the gym relentlessly, gaining muscle, and turning himself into one of the most dominant forces in basketball. As the years passed, Giannis's name began to spread across the league. Fans admired his explosive dunks, his unstoppable drives, and his never-ending hustle. He earned the nickname, the Greek Freak, because of his incredible athleticism and unique style of play. But what made him truly special was his mentality. Giannis never forgot where he came from, and he always carried the hunger of that boy who once sold goods on the streets to survive. By 2019, his hard work paid off when he won his first NBA Most Valuable Player award. He followed it up by winning the MVP again in 2020, proving that he was now among the best in the world. Yet, critics still doubted him, saying he couldn't lead a team to a championship. Giannis heard those voices, but instead of arguing, he let his game do the talking. In 2021, he delivered on the biggest stage of all. Giannis led the Milwaukee Bucks to their first NBA championship in 50 years. His finals performance was legendary, especially in Game 6 against the Phoenix Suns. That night, Giannis scored 50 points, securing the title and proving his greatness once and for all. Tears flowed as he lifted the trophy, a moment that symbolized the end of one journey and the beginning of another. Today, Giannis is not just a champion, he is a role model. From a boy struggling in poverty to an NBA superstar, his story inspires millions around the world. He shows that no matter where you start, with faith, determination, and hard work, you can achieve greatness. Giannis Antetokounmpo's rise is more than just a sports story. It is a reminder that dreams can come true, even when the odds are stacked against you. From the streets of Athens to the heights of the NBA, Giannis's journey will forever be remembered as one of the greatest success stories in basketball history. Giannis Antetokounmpo's story is one of the most inspiring journeys in modern basketball. From selling goods on the streets of Greece to becoming an NBA champion and MVP, his rise shows what true hard work and determination can achieve. Giannis was born in December 1994 in Athens, Greece, to Nigerian immigrant parents. Life was never easy for his family. They struggled to make ends meet, and young Giannis often had to sell sunglasses, bags, and small items on the streets to help his parents put food on the table. At times, there wasn't enough money for proper meals, and basketball seemed like nothing more than a distant dream. Despite these hardships, Giannis discovered basketball as a teenager. He wasn't the tallest or the strongest in the beginning, but his dedication was unmatched. He would practice for hours, even when his shoes were too worn out to play comfortably. Coaches in Greece quickly noticed his raw talent, his long wingspan, and his hunger to learn. By 2013, the NBA came calling. The Milwaukee Bucks took a chance on him, selecting him as the 15th overall pick in the draft. At just 18 years old, Giannis moved to America, leaving behind everything familiar. He barely spoke English, was extremely skinny, and faced doubts from critics who thought he wouldn't survive in the NBA. But Giannis proved them wrong. Year after year, he transformed his body and his skills. He added muscle, improved his shooting, and became known for his unstoppable drives to the basket. His growth was so impressive that fans started calling him the Greek Freak. In 2019 and 2020, Giannis won back-to-back NBA Most Valuable Player awards. His relentless work ethic and leadership turned him into one of the league's most dominant players. But his greatest achievement came in 2021, when he led the Milwaukee Bucks to their first NBA championship in 50 years. In the finals, Giannis delivered one of the greatest performances ever, scoring 50 points in the decisive Game 6 against the Phoenix Suns. From a young boy helping his parents on the streets of Athens to lifting the Larry O'Brien Trophy as an NBA champion, Giannis Antetokounmpo's journey is proof that no dream is too big. His story reminds us that with perseverance, faith, and hard work, even the most impossible goals can be achieved.